Hello. It's Monday. We're doing this again. I like to do these videos with no strings attached because I don't know where I'm going to be the next week, and I don't know if I'm going to feel like doing the energy updates. I'm learning. I had a reading last week with a guy called Travis Day, and he did a human design reading for me. And I'm learning that I'm a projector, and projectors can't force shit. We just have to literally go with the flow, which completely explains my rage against the hustle mentality and like everything in me since a very, very small person. So I pulled some cards this morning. I did a little bit of a meditation on these cards, a little bit of like a inner kind of reflection on them for myself, and then now I'm going to share them with you. When I pull cards generally to do like a super quick inquiry energy update for myself, I always ask, what do I need to know? Why do I need to know this? And what's my action? What can I do to kind of embody this? Because there's a huge difference between knowledge, and wisdom, which is felt in the body, right? And embodiment is wisdom, right? So we're practicing what we preach. We're living, the knowledge that we have in our heads. Because a lot of the times we can read all the books and listen to all the speakers and do all of the things and know all of the things, but we're not actually walking the walk. And that's where integration and embodiment is the most important step and the most skipped step. So that's why I love coaching. That's why I love being coached. That's why I love doing soul coaching and energy coaching for people, because we really practice the embodiment. So it's so good. So the first card that I pulled today is, the question was, what do I need to know this week? What do we as a collective need to know this week? And the card was, fill up your well. The message on this card is retreat, rest, and refuel. So, like I said earlier, if you were here earlier, I have this rage against the hustle kind of way of being. It's not a feeling. It's not a mentality. It's just a way of being. So that works for me. If that works for you, take it. If it doesn't resonate, leave it. But this week, if you're feeling rage against the hustle, if you're feeling like you can't keep up, if there's too much pressure, allow yourself to take a little pressure off. Allow yourself to take a little bit of pressure out of the tires, let a little pressure out of the tires, to retreat, to rest, to refuel. Give yourself what you need. I have the Invitation Inward membership. We meet every Monday night if you're interested. Shameless plug. But it gives us a reset Monday nights. I love doing it Monday nights because we can just check in with ourselves. Where are we this week? What do we need to give ourselves? What's really going on the inside? So if you're allowed to join us, join us. Like I said, shameless plug. But if not, how can you rest this week? How can you retreat? How can you pull back? And how can you really figure out what's important and what's a priority? I know we talked about that last week. What are priorities? This is a continuing theme into this week. So take a deep breath, go out in nature, ground yourself, spend some time with people that you love, spend some time by yourself with no phone, with no headphones, with no music, with no podcast, with no audiobook, with no Netflix, with no nothing. Just sit with yourself, sit with a piece of paper and a pen, write some stuff down, whatever comes into your mind, free write it onto a piece of paper, and you'll be shocked at what comes out. So the why we need to know this card. First, what we need to know, fill up your well. Do things that serve you. Do things that make you happy. Rest, retreat, refuel. That's the theme of this week. Why we need to know this? It's the Pleiades card. And the message is double mission, channeling, and uplifting humanity. So if you are spiritually minded, if you're here listening to this, if you're spiritually minded, if you're full in, both feet, super spiritual, super connected to source, if you're dabbling, if you're just curious, if you think this is all hooey bluey, but you're still on this page and watching this video, there's something in you that is connected to the curiosity of the thing that is bigger than us, source, universe, God, whatever you want to call it. And we all have a mission here. And it's not that we want to get hooked up on our missions, that we want to like focus on the mission and I have this mission and I have to help all the people or save all the people or blah, 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 blah. Those are just our patterns. That's our conditioning. But the mission is to get to know yourself, to live from your higher self, to connect to your intuition, to learn, to grow, and to evolve, right? And so if you're on this spiritual path, wherever you are on the path, it doesn't matter where you are on the path. We all have our own path that we have to walk kind of by ourselves, but also with others at the same time, alone, but with others. Wherever you are on the path, your path is to learn and grow and evolve, right? And so if you have this feeling that keeps coming up for myself, it keeps coming up for my clients, it keeps coming up for anybody that I have a conversation with, I was going to say lately, but probably for the past 2 or 3 years, maybe it's just who I'm bringing towards myself, magnetizing, attracting towards myself. But it's this feeling of, I don't know what I want to be when I grow up. And that's okay. It's okay to be in that place. Sometimes we call it stuck. Sometimes we feel like it's directionless. Sometimes we put a label on it that feels lower vibe. But what it really is that you don't have solid footing because you are learning and you are growing. And that's a good thing. We don't always need to know. We think that this like, I have a purpose, I have a mission, is this place up on the top of a mountain, that this place that we need to get to be validated, to be worthy. We need to know what we want and exactly where we're headed in life and what our mission is. But we don't ever get there. And sometimes we can chase our tail. And other times we can choose, instead of chasing our tail, to just be in it and enjoy it and be like, it's okay because I'm evolving and I'm growing. And I'm always kind of like in the chrysalis / butterfly / chrysalis / butterfly. You're going to go through that a million times in this lifetime because you're always becoming somebody else and you get to steer that ship. So why we need to rest and retreat this week. Maybe we're back in the chrysalis. Maybe we need to focus. Maybe we need that push inwards. We're having that intuitive push inwards to look at our lives, to look at what we really want, to look at where we're spending our energy, and to remember our mission is to learn and to evolve and to grow, and to look at the circumstances around our lives and what's going on and say, what is life trying to teach me, right? So your double mission is channeling and uplifting humanity. Maybe, if that resonates with you. I think it resonates for me, definitely. But if we kind of zoom out a little bit and look at the broader picture, is to learn and grow and evolve. That's what I feel like this card is meaning for us as a collective today. And the third card, the question I always ask is, how do I implement this into my life? What is the action step that I need to bring into my life this week? And the card I pulled was dance. Do something to shift your vibration. So moving our bodies is really important. Mind, body, spirit integration. Mind, body, spirit integration is not the word I'm looking for. Integration and moving together, simpatico, make them all, simpatico, make them all work together, focusing not only on our spirit. A lot of times in the spiritual world, we get so connected with energy and spirit and all that kind of stuff. We forget about our mind, we forget about our body. But if you put on some really good music, if you put on some beautiful classical music or whatever you like, whatever raises your vibration, makes your body want to move, whatever calls to you, and just allow your body to move to the music or however your body wants to move. Maybe it just wants to hang. Maybe it just wants to lay on the floor, starfished on the bed, and just wiggle your toes to the beat. Sometimes you get your entire body involved. Sometimes you just want to nod your head to the music. But allowing music to kind of shift your vibration or move your vibration this week is a really good way to get into your body and really focusing with your mind on how your spirit moves your physical body. and just observe yourself. You don't have to judge yourself. You don't have to watch yourself in the mirror. You can close your eyes. You can put in some earbuds. Close your door to your bedroom. Close your blinds, or do it in front of your family or your friends or whoever you want. Whatever moves you, whatever calls to you. So that's the action step today. And let me know in the comments how your body feels when you move. If you put on some music, what is your mission? What do you feel like your mission is? What is life trying to show you this week? And how you're going to rest, how you're going to retreat, how you're going to kind of pull back this week if that resonates with you and you're kind of feeling called to that. So thanks for joining me. Let me know in the comments how that works for you. If you're called to join us in the Invitation Inward, we meet every single Monday at 7:30. I'll put the link somewhere where you can join us if you're feeling called to that. And otherwise, I hope you have a fantastic week, and we'll chat next week.